Some big appearances just got confirmed for Brock Lesnar. We'll also check out the latest for Bianca Belair, Liv Morgan, and more. Starting things off with the latest for Bianca Belair. Last time we spoke about Bianca was right after the Women's Royal Rumble match. Everyone was expecting Bianca to return there and continue to play a pivotal role on the road to WrestleMania 42. Maybe even go after Jade Cargill and the women's title, but that did not end up being the case at all. Bianca did not return in the Royal Rumble, and her absence in the Royal Rumble match made fans deeply worry about her. Obviously, the hand injury is way more serious than everyone initially thought. You're talking about a hand injury that kept Bianca Belair out of action for an entire full year. The fan conversation surrounding Bianca Belair's name has been full of nothing but serious doubts and concerns about what's going on with her recovery. Is she okay? Is the recovery still not going right? Is she cleared and just waiting for creative side of things? Is this a career-threatening injury? Fans have been asking all these different types of questions because there's been no solid intel about what's happening with Bianca Belair. Well, after 8 months of complete silence, a new report has come out this week with finally some positive news for Bianca Belair fans. It's being reported that Bianca Belair will appear on screen at WrestleMania 42. The report said that no one really is sure if it'll be a match or not, but that Bianca will appear at WrestleMania 42 in some capacity with some type of role. The way some things were worded there in that report, it does make it seem like Bianca won't be fully competing in a match. So it seems like this is most likely a non-wrestling role for Bianca at WrestleMania, which still leaves you wondering about where exactly she is on her road to recovery. Has progress been made, or is the finger still giving her that same difficulty? We'll have to keep waiting for those answers. A lot of fans felt like this would have been the perfect year for Bianca Belair versus Jade Cargill at WrestleMania for the women's title. The story was there, the foundation was there, it would have been perfect timing, but it just looks like Bianca isn't fully clear to compete, which is very unfortunate. So the mystery of Bianca's recovery will continue, but if this report is true, at least we do have something to look forward to there with that WrestleMania 42 appearance for Bianca Belair, and it'll be interesting to see if that's just a cameo appearance for Bianca at WrestleMania, or if her appearance could be setting up a story and program for her big return. We did not see Bianca's return at the Royal Rumble, but history tells us that WWE likes to have some major returns on that first Raw and Smackdown episode after WrestleMania. So that'll be another spot to have your eye out for Bianca Belair if she does get a chance to clear before then. Let's get back into things with the Women's Royal Rumble winner, Liv Morgan. What's the latest there? Well, WWE has decided to take the slightly slower and more traditional approach for when it comes to Liv's selection. Roman did not even bother visiting SmackDown and eyeing the situation with the WWE Undisputed title. He just instantly picked CM Punk 48 hours after winning the Rumble. But Liv is taking her time and really flirting with the idea of picking either Stephanie or Jade Cargill. Liv claims that both Stephanie and Jade are absolutely horrified for her decision, because right now they know that whoever she picks, they're losing their title at the grandest stage of them all. Liv once again did not make her selection official this week, but Stephanie did come out and confront Liv Morgan. Stephanie pretty much dared Liv Morgan to pick her because she wants to lay Liv out at WrestleMania. We even saw a moment there where Liv used Dominic to trash talk Stephanie in Spanish as well. So it was a really solid segment to start off their WrestleMania program. Although Liv's pick is not official yet at this moment, it does seem very obvious that she's selecting Stephanie and the Women's World title for her WrestleMania 42 match. They're both on Raw together. It's a perfect heel versus babyface matchup, and it makes perfect sense. It does not make much sense at all for Liv Morgan to select Jade Cargill. They're both on separate brands. It would be a heel versus heel matchup. This doesn't seem like the ideal matchup for those reasons. Liv versus Stephanie seems like the obvious choice, and they're delaying the official reveal, which isn't that bad. There's still 2 months until WrestleMania, so if they want to delay Liv's official selection for a few more days, it doesn't really hurt anything. But when it does come time to make that grand selection, it does look like Liv will select Stephanie and the world title. Picking the world title also means a lot to Liv because that's obviously the same title that she held throughout the back half of 2024, and that was the title that really elevated Liv Morgan to the next level back then. She just know that Liv wants to get her hands on that title again and kick off the second world title reign of her career. So keep an eye out for the official announcement, but it seems like we're absolutely getting Liv versus Stephanie at WrestleMania. The road to WrestleMania is usually full of WWE's biggest part-time stars returning and making some regular appearances leading up to the big event. We've already seen a handful of the returns of AJ Lee, Roman Reigns, and the Bellas, and it looks like the return of another major part-time star is not that far behind. WWE has now officially announced that Brock Lesnar will be a part of the February 23rd edition of Raw from Atlanta. That will be Brock's first appearance since the Royal Rumble match and his first appearance on the true road to WrestleMania 42. Not much is known about what Brock will be doing that night. The only thing that's confirmed is that he'll be appearing on the show. But common sense tells us that appearance right there will be used to officially kick off whatever his WrestleMania 42 program will be. There's been rumblings and buzz in recent weeks that WWE was allegedly considering Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 42. They planted some light seeds for this possibility when they interacted and had a face-off during that Royal Rumble match. Reports claim they were 50-50 on having that Oba versus Brock match at WrestleMania. But it looks like the February 23rd edition of Raw will absolutely give us some clarification on what Brock's WrestleMania plans will be after all. WrestleMania 42 has the possibility of being Brock's last ever WrestleMania match, so you figure that it has to be something special and massive. So this will be a very important Raw appearance by Brock Lesnar because most likely we'll figure out who his WrestleMania opponent will be. If it truly is Obafemi after all, maybe we'll see a big moment of Obafemi destroying everything in sight, and out comes Brock Lesnar to confront him, because that's what Obafemi has been doing since making his main roster debut at the Royal Rumble. Obafemi's been coming out, crushing people, and putting everyone on notice. So as Obafemi continues to do that, it seems possible that he may just end up catching the attention of Brock Lesnar, leading to a massive Brock Lesnar versus Obafemi match at WrestleMania, and a huge WrestleMania debut for Obafemi. Based off the Royal Rumble teaser and looking at this roster, this does seem like the perfect WrestleMania matchup for Brock Lesnar. There isn't really anyone else that really pops out from the roster as a good candidate to face Brock at WrestleMania. Obafemi does seem like a solid choice. It'll be a non-title match, obviously, but it will still have fans glued to their seats and will still feel like a high-stakes matchup. Does Brock win his potential final WrestleMania match, or does Obafemi pick up this massive win in his WrestleMania debut? You gotta assume that Obafemi will pick up that win. He's the young star. He's the one that needs to be established to the main roster audience, and that's the way to do it right there. A win with Brock Lesnar wouldn't really do anything major for the story or for a direction this late into his career. So if those two end up colliding at WrestleMania 42, expect Obafemi to pick up the win over Brock Lesnar. But what are your thoughts on today's stories? Leave your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on, and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.